regional, national, and international. Kdr FM brings you all the stories. Kdr FM News, proudly sponsored by MTN.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. But baby, how come you never call me? But now with MTN, I have a daily voice bundle. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle neza bei dondoro okutera network zona tunga dakika 25 arshiringi 10 zonka nyigasta emwe not star ibiri emwe hash otoraneho daily bundle ninga kozesa my MTN app ogambe aha bei dondoro aha kuba kuturi kugamba hamwe tuine kizibira MTN enkora n'ubushosholeke nibikuratirwa MTN nerebera rushitongole cha Uganda Communications Commission.
Abantu nyina bakibale kagadi kakumiro na hadi hona mutabaruke habwo kuba byansika ruguza egabude obone baletera mibazi yona eyabuzireyira ikarano bya Kampala manya Kenya manya Dubai no gitoza hati nurekeraho genda mu batyasika ruguza yona emibaze roho okukebera omubiri gwono kamanya na kyorwaire byona byabusa iwo kwenda kukebera computer kwigule ebinywa kandi inyo bakasitoma babo abakuru inyo bakubahereza special care bakusubuza green tea habeya yo musubuzi okuterwa mutwe kuterwa mutima ekiriro liro mubiri kuruma no kuzimba ebigere ulcers hania sukari pressure kusanyarara omusujja ogutakira kurumwa mugongo kuruma munda amani geksaija nage kazi toine iwo karwara amaino habo kwani obwo kabakuletera mbazi gwa amaino ogubakweta high quality toothpaste bakusemereza buhereza high naiwe buli kya baraza babahunya marunda town council hasanyuka bar and lodge ekandi kuruga kya kabiri kya kasatu kya kana kya katano kya mukaga hamuna kya sande baba karuguza ha office zabwe enkuru ha muhanda gwa kikada waruga stand big bank hakona house ne kyapa kibahoja kwa no kirora genda akasenti ko gule mibazi niko bakwijanja bokire abo kumanya bikiraho baza nabo haziro msanju munana mukaga 13 04 00 na 0 msanju 40 kenda na 5 10 23 yanshi together we share.
For how Chinese bantu baingi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo ekifuba kikuremera oburumi munyingo mu baitu hati wekwata ba for how Chinese bano ni bayijanja banokira kimu ebirwaire no biraga nenkoro yawe yekikugu baine byoma ebya meridian therapy nibikonyera okwigula ebinywa kutereza migongo alinywa bakusasa nibakumara mu busasi bona bwino munyingo hati nywa bakuzimbe bigere mugende mubayikire nibakora handwereza maiso nibajanja basukali harusazi okwetaga kusara size okendezo munyeto gwine oine kizibu kyo kusanyarara hamuna inywa bateirwe stroke niba batereza ni mugaruka okurungi muno aba for how Chinese hano mukaruguza basange amuhanda gwa kizizi ogugenda vision hakiomba ko kyakona house haihine ichundiro lya magiteri yaka opposite Millennium Guest House rundi baterera namba ze simu 0 musanju 8 kinana na 8 musanju na musanju asatu na 8 na 0 musanju 0 mwenda nkaga na 2 kinana na 3 anna nemu for how Chinese hamuno bwijanja byo burungi.
Esaha zikire ibireze kiro ohulirize Kdr 10 fama akaire kanu nikakuleterwa
MTN voice bundles ezikutera network zona habei dondoro migasita 10 ibiri mu hash rundo yekonyeza my MTN app okome mu daily bundle habo kuba butukubaza itwena titukwemerezebwa. MTN Uganda Limited nererwa Uganda Communications Commission.
A very good evening. It is exactly 8 p.m. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I welcome you to this broadcast of Kdr News. Now the detail. The National Forestry Authority, NFA, has commenced the boundary opening and pillar installation exercise in the 3 central forest reserves in areas of Kibale district. Richard Kyalisima, the sector manager of Kagadi sector covering the 3 districts of Kagadi, Kibale and Kakumiro, says that the government received funds from USAID in conjunction with Eco Trust to facilitate the demarcation exercise. The exercise is being spearheaded by 4 NFA surveyors led by Lambert Echalu and Elizabeth Nalwada. Kyalisima says NFA has started with stakeholders engagement meetings for Rukara Central Forest Reserve covering Mugarama, Kievando and partly Kasimbi sub-counties, then Muhunga Forest Reserve covering Kievando sub-county, whereas Nyakarongo Forest Reserve is covering Kayanja and Matale sub-counties. Addressing the media today after the stakeholders meeting chaired by the Kibale Resident District Commissioner Godwin Angalia Kasigwa in his office, Kyalisima calls upon the community members neighboring the Central Forest Reserves to participate in the 3-week exercise. He reveals that boundary opening of the said Central Forest Reserves is long overdue, and NFA continues to receive many complaints arising out of the unclear boundary, asserting that the demarcation will ease the boundary management and settle disputes with neighboring communities.
Kuchingura cha Rukara, Muhunga na Nyakarongo. Hati exercise itanikiro kinu hasadi ya Kibale, tanikire na district meetings kubasobora kutugenda kora mulimo guno. Tukusaba abantu batoyigiteho nuko tukoloma umulimo gutukolera hamwe naba leaders beitu basabu county bona already umulimo aba district batunihize wajja gukora hamwe naitwe kurongo umulimo guno batambura kurungi. Twina mu buzibu na nempenda zino. Orusi tusanga abantu tubakwasire nibagaba raheru orundi bali munda konka sazinu omugisa gwizire tukingure boundary budyo mwamanya hakuraba tuyambe nuko enkayane zihwe so tukusaba twatanize kole mulimo tukusima district leadership ya Kibale enkatanize nungi twine nabo ukurora mutwalinde bibira binu nabasabu county leaders.
The Kibale Resident District Commissioner Godwin Angalia Kasigwa has warned the continued encroachment on natural resources like swamps or wetlands and forest reserves welcoming the exercise.
Tutaga twina n'emisango nyingi muno abantu bali hayina ekibira kyeitu kya Rukara, Muhunga hamwe na Nyakarongo mbagamba tubamanyire kibira kitandikiranka. So government ya Uganda yafuna obuyambi kuruga mu USAID opening boundaries mu bibire bisatu kya lero nyenkya katubayire na meeting ha district stakeholders meeting baitu nkusaba omuntu wena ali mu kisaro oli mu kibira leka kulinda amairund police ni guga kubinje because keja kuba na costly ujja kurugamu utali prepared kurungi kiri important ogumye oruge mu wenka batakuforcingire omuntu wena ali mu kibira ali mu kisaro rugamu peaceful because wokulinda tuije betu bya force nkakibale security committee tuchuiremu kuhagira natural resource committee hamuna NEMA na NFA kororanti to implementing ira mateka gatwateiro.
Away from that, Kibale District Local Government has procured 2 brand new motorcycles for Bubango Health Center 2 and Nyamarunda Health Center 3 in an effort to improve health services across the district. The AG Yamaha motorcycles, valued at 32 million shillings altogether, have been procured using the discretionary development equalization grant under the health department, and they are meant to facilitate the movement of staff of the facilities. One of the motorcycles has been given out to Neza Agaba, the in-charge Nyamarunda Health Center 3, and another to Fred Senyombi, the in-charge Bubango Health Center 2. Handing over the motorcycles to the beneficiary officers today at the district headquarters. James Asiimwe, the acting district health officer Kibale, revealed that this will iron out excuses of delays to report to work and solve transport difficulties that were being faced by the officers.
Kwenda kutwara omugisa guno okutabarukya abasawo ba Nyamarunda Health Center 3 hamwe na Bubango Health Center 2 abo kutunga pikipiki zino kwenda kubaterera nti mugende muzikolese kurungi kandi muzikolesa omulimo gw'okwimukya ebyobwomeezi omu disitulikiti yaitu nimujanjaba abarwaire baitu mu byaro nimugema abaana nimubeegesa obwecumi endya nongi amaizi marungi.
In his remarks, John Katatoroma, the Kibale Chief Administrative Officer, explains that the motorcycles are meant to enable the health workers deliver better services. However, urges them to own the vehicles in terms of periodical maintenance.
Tairo milioni 32 gura pikipiki zino kandi obundi kisa kutwala emyaka nyingi tongere gura pikipiki ezindi nabwe kimuzitwale nk'ekintu ky'omuhendo kandi muzikozesa emirimo egyo kujanjaba abantu baitu kandi nomurani muzikozesa mukuragana n'abakozi bagenzi banyu. Pikipiki tugikwaire tukikumanyisa abandi tubagivuge sa kugitiza mwegesa agonza kora iruna ina program rundi omulimisa rundi chairperson wegombora rundi chief omukozi ondi wena wa government aina obugabe nawe kuba natunga ekikwato kino akakikozesa okwaitwe na government ntusabinga government yemu obweri bura rundi ekasisikara niwe nambemo tulibanza kuteeka harujegere mutamaraga zihereza abantu bemukasangire n'ababodaboda rundi abantu abatali ba government ibara lya Kibale district local government ninko kwasa iwe ni charge wabo bango epikipiki eno ekukonyere kora emirimo ya government okujanja abantu baitu babe obumezi oburungi kandi oburaleta henkurakorana.
The beneficiary officers have said that the motorcycles have come at the right time when the facilities need efficient outreach service delivery.
Nyamarunda Health Center 3 tufacinga challenges kugenda mu byaro kugema abaana kebera abakazi benda nosoka kusera pikipiki wa boda na kutalibaniza baitsizazi nenge twafuna pikipiki yaitu nka health facility nina kunihira ntegenda kutuyamba mu kugema abaana tugenda mu byaro ko kabujogoro muzizi kyanyoku
charge babange center 2 kugonza kusima district leadership abo kutungira ndubata aho tuche tugenda zikora kurungi tutaina kulemererwa kuona pikipiki zino tugenda zinda kurungi habwe nsonga tumanyire abasuma bazigonza muno so kubona bazigonza muno kikumanyisa saa yona uli nasakoraki kugiva so tugia kumakinga sure that we avoid them in public places where they can easily be accessible.
Now moving on, Kibale Chief Magistrate Her Worship Nazifa Namayanja has today sentenced a youthful man to 1 year and 9 months and 20 days imprisonment at Kibale government prisons on charges of simple defilement. The convict is Eric Habias Kiamanywa, 24, a resident of Bidongo village in Kibale district. Prosecution told court that in the month of April this year, while in Bidongo village in Kibale district, Kiamanywa performed sexual acts with a minor aged 15 years, names withheld, but of the same area, and impregnated her. In the dock, the convict pleaded guilty to the charges, which prompted the magistrate to sentence him accordingly, and he will serve his sentence at Kibale government prisons. Over to Kakumiro district, at least 4 people have been seriously injured in a fight that ensued today morning between residents of Kamusene East Village in Nkoko Town Council Kakumiro district and a group of people claiming to be the owners of a piece of land in the area. A group of over 200 people, including men, women and children, suspected to have come from districts of Mubende, Kasonda and Chankwanzi, claiming ownership of a piece of land in the area, reached the area claiming the ownership of the piece of land. According to Robson Kiesanga, the chairperson local council 1 of Kamusene East Village, the group arrived in the area last night at around 9 p.m. in 2 Fuso trucks, with their belongings ready to settle on the land, claiming to have bought it. Chesanga narrates that his office informed the police from Kakumiro, who asked the suspected land grabbers to leave the land and stay at the roadside until today morning, when the fight gained momentum with the residents of Kamusenene and resulted into the injuring of 4 people. The residents are also banned all the belongings, including their clothing, food items, bicycles and motorcycles, among others.
Lwebajo tufunireko ekizibu ky'abasenzi ky'ababuddamu baizireko mu kyalo kyange kya Kamusenene kandi tebasobola kujja kweyanjula mu ofiisi yange aitu alenga okuteera simu mbe kikwata w'amaani zize ibiri fiso zizira abantu z'abanaga amwando gukujja kyanantabi baitu tutumanyire baizire kukolaki awo naawo obwire bayibwizire Chikonya bagamba mwebale kwijja baitu mwizire muki mwizire mu nsobi baitu mwebale kwijja baitu mbaye nisaba musoke musalulirize nambali mu kujja kuki okwakiye manyiri takeri lirimu abataka abakolimiramu kandi bayikayire mu menanga kye meni nsaba mugaluke mulole ayabagulisi ayija boleka atufu nambali abagulize nandi baitu tuyizire ne mu kututeeka ansozi tumanyirwa government tumanyirwa eki abataka basali bakwatwe kiniga Nabagamba chumtakwata kenega tuulize bakoza uko nabo tubalina ansobi akwa bayina yabakozeki ayabagulise nibundu nabataka batangi kusuwangira ntira police ejire kwijja esangire abataka ebintu ebimu n'ebimu babyokeza kuba abantu abo bayibatalina security ekubalinda.
Patrick Nyangabyachi, the local council 3 chairperson of Nkoko Town Council, has told our reporter that the group claimed to have been sent by the owner of the land, whom they did not reveal to the authorities, adding that they have forged land titles.
Igoro lyaijo katunga abantu abakugamba bayina itaka bakayizira amafiso abandi bayizira amapikipiki ne bagamba ngu bayizira itaka lyabo ovuwichi itaka eryo lina kanda abantu abasangiro baroho kandi ne balikoraho so hanyuma yabyono butwabiwulire bayizirike kirukiro bayizire ne buhunga bicholi bichi bayizira libakweta itaka lyabo so nkaitwa abebembezi kandi kye tutamanyire nti lyabo bakugamba bayizire ne byapa ebyo bakatuwa photocopy te byapa ebyo bichupuli so ito identifying byapa ekiramu ne kichupuli kiro kya leero abairo kurwanagana hagati y'abatuuze n'aba banyakwize ne bagamba itaka lyabo emigo girukire embale zirukire ebintu byokeibwe mapikipiki gatematemerwe amagali nago gokeibwe tulengera okuterera abantu baitu batatwali amateeka mu ngalo okuyiki abalinde mirembe batugambire kitufu nambere kiri ningamba nti abantu batawunika nsonko buli kimu tukimanyire nti ebiragiro biroho nkubasaba tukuuma obutebenkevu hanyuma ebiragiro biriyo biraba birasorora kutwalira amateeka mu ngalo kandi tukimanyire ngu byona mu byona n'abakuru baroho n'abebembezi banyu baroho kubasaba nti okulugana kiro kino mugiregane mugenda mu maiso ne mukorwawo abokuba takabaire kubaruwe kubemereza kandi nabali bagarukireyo tutaterwa muhunga gwenjara abana baitu bakabulwa kibarali.
By press time, the Kakumiro police had reached the scene, apprehended the group and detained at Nkoko police station, but later repatriated them to their respective places. Over to Kagadi District, Bulindi Chimpanzee and Community Project has asked the Kagadi District stakeholders to sensitize the communities on the peaceful coexistence with chimpanzees. Residents of Nyamiti and neighboring areas in Muhoro Town Council, Kinyarugonjo and Kianaisoke sub-counties have for long suffered invasions of chimpanzees straying into their homes and gardens, destroying crops and causing harm to their lives. But during a sensitization meeting with the stakeholders held at the district community hall last evening, Moses Semahunge, the manager at Bulindi Chimpanzee and Community Project, emphasized the importance of a peaceful coexistence with the chimps to reduce human-wildlife conflicts that can lead to negative results such as loss of property and livelihoods.
Tukateka emikono hankoragana yekitongole kyaitu Bulindi Chimpanzee and Community Project na Kagadi District Local Government ekikiro ekitulesere kurorangu ebitwikaire nti tukoromba bichweke ebindi omubantu bakwikara nebitera twaija twatandika kubikora hano mu Kagadi nikukora twakehiahakane nangaina hagati y'abantu n'ebiteera baitu tumarakane nangaina hagati y'abantu n'ebiteera kuraba mu miringo nyingi gamba kusomesa abantu basobole batakwerinda biteera ni abatusasura school fees abaina private forests oba kubani baleka hekibireke baina kintu ky'amaani ekibakubani bahereza community baitu bakire kabiteera bikaikai that means bakubani safeguardinga ebi abantu baito kururango twayongera kusomesa abantu kwetegereza ebyo biteera biki kandi basemera batakubyerinda tuyizire kupromotinga nokuteeka amaani mu byokulimu omwani na kokowa ensigo zino ziroho nkusaba abantu behandikise tukuzigabira busa.
The Kagadi Resident District Commissioner Lilian Duterao has warned residents against attacking the chimpanzees, highlighting their potential risks, including revenge by the chimps.
That the chimpanzee always do revenge. They don't do that when there is nothing. Chimpanzee cannot do something when there is nothing that has happened. But finally, but with little expectations of now, the chimpanzee family have good things with them. You have come to tell us what you are going to do. So we pray what you have told them to do, partnering with them, doing this, doing that for them, you will do it. And we pray that you do it.
You are still listening to KDR News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
For the news on the international scene, Sudanese military leader General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan has survived an assassination attempt, the army spokesperson has told the media. Nabil Abdallah has blamed the Paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, which the army has been battling for the last 16 months for control of the country. He says 2 drones have struck an army graduation ceremony, killing 5 people at the base in Jabait in the Eastern Territory under the control of the military. But the RSF's legal advisor has told the Reuters news agency that the group, which has agreed to go to the US-mediated talks next month, was not responsible. Dear listener, it is 18 minutes past 8 p.m. As I wind up the newscast, a quick look on the top stories once more. NFA commences boundary opening and pillar installation in 3 central forest reserves in Kibale. 4 people injured in a land conflict in Kakumira. Public urged on peaceful coexistence with chimps, and Sudanese military leader survives drone strikes, says the army. Dear listener, that's it. I wish you the best of your Wednesday night, and please keep it us.
From all over the world,